Welcome back to Pepo News. We are standing at the dawn of a new era. The 2026 Formula One regulations have officially shifted the landscape of motorsport. It's no longer just about who has the bravest driver, but who has the smartest algorithms. Behind these breathtaking night races and the iconic sparks flying from the chassis, there is a complex world of physics that most fans never see. Today, we aren't just looking at the leaderboard. We are looking under the hood to see how technology is redefining the limit of what's possible. Let's start where the magic happens, the cockpit. In 2026, the steering wheel has evolved into a supercomputer interface. Drivers now manage over 30 different parameters while pulling 5Gs in a corner. From the brake migration settings that stabilize the car during entry to the sophisticated energy recovery system, or ERS, every millisecond counts. If a driver fails to optimize the battery deployment on a long straight, they become a sitting duck for opponents. At Pepo News, we've tracked the telemetry data, and the difference between a perfect lap and a disaster is now narrower than ever before, often less than a tenth of a second. Now look at this intense battle. This is where championships are won or lost. Notice the racing line, the path of least resistance. In 2026, the aerodynamic wake, or dirty air, has been significantly reduced to allow closer racing. However, this creates a new challenge: tire thermal degradation. When cars follow this closely in high-speed sectors, the front tires overheat rapidly. Red Bull seems to have found a sweet spot in their suspension geometry that keeps the tire surface temperature 5 degrees cooler than Ferrari. This allows Max Verstappen to stay in the DRS zone for lap after lap without losing grip. Aerodynamics in 2026 is a game of drag versus downforce. Look at the intricate floor design in the front wing end plates. They are designed to outwash the air around the rotating wheels. This is crucial because at 330 kilometers per hour, air becomes as thick as water. McLaren and Red Bull have pioneered a flexi-wing concept that passes FIA tests but flattens at high speeds to reduce drag. This active aero philosophy is the secret behind their incredible straight-line speed. When you see a car pulling away on the main straight, you are witnessing the triumph of wind tunnel hours over raw engine power. As we look at the prancing horse of Ferrari, we see the weight of history. But in 2026, history doesn't win races. Innovation does. The upcoming European leg of the season will bring massive upgrade packages. Will Ferrari reclaim its throne, or will the tech giants continue their dominance? We want to hear from you. Which team has the best technical approach this year? Leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and join the Pepo News community for the most in-depth F1 analysis on the web. I'm your host, and I'll see you at the next checkered flag. But we cannot overlook the invisible battle: fuel management. In 2026, the shift to 100% sustainable fuels has forced engine manufacturers to completely redesign the combustion chambers. We are seeing a new phenomenon where the fuel's cooling properties are just as important as its energy density. Engineers are now using real-time AI simulations to adjust the fuel-to-air ratio during the race. This is why you see some cars suddenly finding speed in the final laps. It's not magic. It's a calculated energy release strategy that was planned hours before the lights went out. Finally, let's talk about the psychological pressure. When a driver is navigating a high-speed sector at 300 kilometers per hour, they are processing gigabytes of data through their steering wheel display. The feedback loop between the car's sensors and the driver's fingertips is what defines the Pepo News Performance Index this season. It's a delicate dance. If the driver is too aggressive with the hybrid deployment, they risk a system overheat. If they are too conservative, they lose the DRS window. It is this high-stakes chess game that makes the 2026 season the most intellectually demanding era in the history of Formula One.